Okay.
I'm excited because we're trying to help someone who's been left and abandoned.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sad because she was abandoned.
Okay.
And no fault of hers. She's only a victim because she has a Nigerian father and a South African mother.
Baton. As we love to say here in South Africa, when someone says something shocking, okay, truly amazing, non-factual, sir, Mr. Mr. Owner of the Miss Universe Nigeria, you are speaking as a matter of fact. But where are your receipts? Because as my memory serves me, Chidimma Adetshina's mother is not South African. She is Mozambican, and you have been sold a dream of a desperate deportee who needs to find herself a new home immediately. But you know what? I don't think she's not the only one using the other here. I believe you are also using Chidimma Adetshina's trending virality, ability, and her ability to gather two nations together to talk all about her. And the reason I believe you did that is because you want to attract views. Because let me tell you something, as a YouTuber, and this is not my only YouTube channel, I have the skill and the ability to drive views for the purpose of monetization, and not only monetization, but of course to get a YouTube check at the end of the month. So buckle up. I'm going to share some content creator secrets that I believe the Miss Universe Nigeria owners are using as well to benefit their to benefit their pageant under the pretext of we're saving Chidimma, we're helping her, we are rescuing her. Never mind, because guess what the Minister of Home Affairs, Leon Schreiber, did in response to this very video where the president of the Miss Nigerian Universe, Mr. Bruce, claims that there is no case. You've got to see this yourself. If you're not South African, let me introduce you to our Minister of Home Affairs, Leon Schreiber, the department, of course, that's in charge of all the visas, the IDs, and all this debacle going on with who? Chidimma Adetshina. So what? Let me read it to you verbatim. The investigation into this matter is active and ongoing, and further updates will be provided only through official channels, including Parliament. Don't fall for social media untruths. Let me just repeat that one. Don't fall for social media untruths. Instead, support Team Home Affairs in our quest to restore law and order by upholding the rule of law. Now, let me tell you something, Mr. Bruce, president of Miss Nigeria Universe, you are spreading false propaganda, in my opinion, because what do you mean they investigated the mother and they found that, see, she is South African? How are you able to determine that if the minister has not returned to us, the people of South Africa, to confirm this? As far as we know, it is being investigated. We only heard through you that it has been concluded. And thank goodness our minister was on top of it, and he immediately issued out a response to say, no, 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 no. Not true, sir. Do you know what I think? I believe there's even going to be a bill tabled in Parliament. And you know what? This is going to be a win for Adetshina. It's probably going to be named the Adetshina, the Chid. It's probably going to be named after her, the Chidimma Bill. Because what? 23 years ago, according to our Department of Home Affairs, her mother committed identity fraud. Okay, and that is still being investigated, and a full report is yet to be released. The members of the public are waiting patiently for this, but for you to use that information to justify why you are calling her abandoned and why you have picked her up when you already have a full house of competitors in your pageant, for me speaks volumes in terms of desperation to bring views your way. And you know what? I don't blame you. I cannot fault you for that as a content creator myself. Views are the number one thing that drive monetization of a YouTube channel. I mean, without people viewing your channel, there is no monetization. Without people, millions upon millions of people viewing your pageant, that also impacts your sponsorships and everything, and so on and so on and so on and so on. Okay, so I've even done a favor. I'm going to show you how Chidimma is trending in Nigeria and how that's also helping the pageant's views as well. I'm not saying without Chidimma the pageant had no views. I'm saying she brings in views. I mean, how many South Africans are for the first time going to watch Miss Universe Nigeria? Chidimma had fans in South Africa. She had people who were rooting for her, believe it or not, who were South African. So now they're following her journey towards being Miss Universe. What are her chances of becoming Miss Universe? Let me show you. Take a look at me now. Woo! These are some of the finalists in the Miss Universe 2024 contestants, okay? And Chidimma Adetshina is going to be joining them. I think, you know what? I don't know what the age limit is. I don't know any of these contestants, but what I do know is Chidimma Adetshina is one gorgeous, gorgeous girl. Okay, she is gorgeous and is definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with this lineup. How far is she going to make it? Will she gather the votes that are going to help her win Miss Universe? I don't know. I don't know what that is. I've never watched Miss Universe Nigeria, but I know that the organizers of Miss Universe Nigeria obviously would love to send their winner to the actual Miss Universe pageant, and I believe it's going to be later on in November. So they definitely want to send their winner there, okay? Their Miss Universe. They want to send her there, obviously to compete for the global title. Now, will Chidimma win? I don't know. But what I do see is that she has a chance. She truly has a chance. She's a gorgeous lady. She's actually young. She's 23 years old. I don't know how old these other contestants are. But you know what? I wish Chidimma the best in her new journey. And you know what? I don't blame her as well for accepting this because it offered her an easy way out of South Africa, the situation that she was in that she didn't create. It's her mother. So she can't be faulted for that. Even the Minister of Home Affairs confirmed that. However, that does not change that. Okay, this is the real world. Okay, that's what that means. This is the real world, and in the real world, it's a dog eat dog world. So congratulations to you, Chidimma, for seeing an opportunity to be invited. And I hope you had a rider. I hope they flew you out. Okay. I hope that they're providing you the accommodation. I hope that you are gathering the money. Okay. I hope that everything works out for you. And you know what? Kudos for you for leaving while your passport was still valid because your case has not been dropped.
Now, her mum, according to the Home Affairs Department, is South African with a Mozambican descent. But then there is that clause of identity theft, and that's where the bone of contention is. Of course,
I notice they don't use the word allegedly over there on the Nigerian news, but let's read this together. You know, the public statement the Minister of Home Affairs for the Republic of South Africa issued regarding this very matter, okay? Here is what they said officially. For the information we have uncovered thus far, the Department of Home Affairs can indicate that prima facie reasons exist to believe that fraud and identity theft may have been committed by the person recorded in Home Affairs records as Chidimma Adetshina's mother. Adetshina could not have participated in the alleged unlawful actions of her mother as she was an infant at the time when the activities took place in 2001. That's how far back it goes. But let's continue listening on because, you know, somehow Mr. Bruce over there is now an expert and standing on business for South African affairs.
Yes and no.
okay.
I had a discussion with her, and she said that was being investigated, and I found out there was absolutely no claim whatsoever to that story.
Okay.
She is South African. Her mother is South African.
Wow.
I don't know if it was cooked up. I have no idea. But she tells me the mother is South African. They've dropped that case.
Okay.
So I don't know what's out there in the media now because...
Dropped that case. You know what? Since you don't know what's out there in the media, let me help you with the official response from, again, the Minister of Home Affairs right here in South Africa. The investigation into this matter is what? Active and ongoing. And further updates will be provided only through official channels, including in Parliament. Don't fall for social media untruths, okay? Listen, like I said before, this is a businessman. He's running a business. He's got to get the views in on his pageant. He's got to get the sponsors. He's got to get the dollar bills. Now, it is a Nigerian pageant. I'm not saying, that there's some kind of extra activity that might be going on. I'm just saying, why is he speaking on a matter that he cannot prove factually? Oh my God, this is an absolutely developing story. Listen, I don't know if there's an extradition agreement between Nigeria and South Africa, but what I do know is that South Africa will definitely pursue an extradition request if one exists. Ask Dr. Nandipha Makutumana, ask Thabo Bester, and most recently ask Ace Makashule's PA, who was over there in the United States of America, but recently returned literally a week ago to face charges against her. So is Chidimma Adetshina a fugitive from South Africa? Is the Nigerian pageant aiding and abetting a fugitive? Ooh. Also, one more thing. If a red notice is issued for Chidimma Adetshina, what happens next? This is absolutely a developing story, but let me talk to you about social media and trending topics. So, for example, you see here, I check out Chidimma Adetshina. I'm searching for her and I want to see in Nigeria, is she really a trending topic? Is she really going to be beneficial to the pageant? And then I look into it and I compare it with Davido, okay? Obviously, Davido is widely searched worldwide, but I just wanted to show you the comparison of if I was to choose a video to do on Nigerian topic, I would definitely choose Davido over Adetshina because what? That's going to bring views. And then another thing as well, let's do the same exercise right here in South Africa. Take a look at what? We'll do the same thing again. We're searching Chidimma Adetshina. Let me see how many views I can get out of that as opposed to who? Floyd Chivambu. Now, let me let you, decide which one I should pick. Should I talk my next video? Should it be about Floyd Chivambu, or should I continue talking about Chidimma Adetshina? Like I said, this is a developing story. Let me know in the comment section down below. This is very, very interesting and a lesson in terms of ask for proof. Ask for proof before you believe someone's story because she could say anything. And look where it got her into the Nigerian pageant. But how come the Department of Home Affairs is not corroborating her story? That's it from me today. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll definitely catch you on my next upload.
As of 2 days ago, I was told
that they dropped the case?
They've investigated and the mother is South African.
Right.
I think it's a case of she was going so well in the pageant. They wanted to get her out and use any opportunity to get her out.
But I'm looking at it on the basis of you've spoken to her 2 days ago and she says that case has been dropped.
That's what I was told.
We can go back to the conversation.
I don't have anything in paper, but I was told that. I don't know.
That's
I don't know.
You have to help me, Guy.
I don't know.
Because we're trying to... Here's another thing. Miss Universe Nigeria is a pageant on its own. Do you think that by getting involved with this without being 100% certain that that case has been dropped, it might in any way affect the pageant and its integrity?
No.